Bienvenidos guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we got another death battle reaction for you. We're going to be reacting to Avatar Aang versus Genshin Impact Traveler. Now, I don't know very much about Genshin Impact Traveler because I've never played Genshin Impact. I have played Zenless Zone Zero and Wuthering Waves. Those are about the only gacha games that I've ever played, so this is going to be new for me. I know all about Aang, so that's, a misnomer. I don't know how broken Traveler is, so I'm kind of excited to see that. So before we jump right into that reaction, remember to hit the like button down below. It'll be greatly appreciated by your boy, as well as subscribe. It's the best way to, get to this channel, as well as keep getting notified about future videos if you do enjoy the content. We're currently at 153. The goal is 250. Thank you so much to those that did subscribe. And yeah, let's jump right into the reaction. Alright guys, let's start the reaction. Let's go. Okay, that's a weird way to open that. Weird way. What the fuck?
Which journeyman will come out on top in this elemental battle?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony, united by a master of the elements, the Avatar.
This Avatar reincarnated as different people for centuries, all with their own struggles. And man, was that true for our boy Aang.
Yep, he had it rough,
course,
though.
Thanks to his master and guardian, Yatso.
As a cheeky little air nomad, Aang traveled the world causing shenanigans, all while learning to control the winds with airbending.
Based on the real-life martial art Bagua Zhang, airbending is the most spiritual of the four bending styles, focusing on evading and diverting attacks through circular motions.
Well, they're pacifists, so
movement, Aang can create tornadoes, run like the wind, and block hypersonic explosions.
The perfect style for a twinkle-toed goofball like Aang. He even invented his
112
own
biologically
technique,
12.
the air scooter. How does he not fall off that thing?
Add in a glider staff for flight, and the sky was the limit. But you know how it goes. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Their conquest spread. War was inevitable. And Aang was the only one who could save the world.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with all that, and being forcibly separated from Gyatso. He was just a kid, so he froze up. Like, literally, he accidentally froze himself and his adorable Sky Bison Appa for 100 years.
Until he was awakened by the Water Tribe siblings, Katara and Sokka. Time wasn't kind to Aang's people. With no
they all disappeared.
The Airbenders, Aang's entire culture.
The air nomads probably had the hardest, hit out of all the tribes. They damn near went extinct. It was bad.
Were wiped out by the Fire Nation.
Oh, that's rough, buddy. But Aang took the wake-up call to heart.
As the Avatar, it's Aang's duty to understand the world's people, learning their cultures, their sadness, joy, and humanity.
And what better way to do that than learning how they kick ass?
From the Northern Water Tribe and his twin crush, Aang learned waterbending. Themed around fluid Tai Chi movements, this style controls liquid in all forms to freeze targets, create water whips, and even cut through steel.
Learning earthbending was way tougher, but Aang's friend Toph taught him to stop being a wimpy pushover. Now he can armor himself with stone, move the terrain of entire cities, and fight blind with a sonar-style seismic sense.
Earthbending is themed around the steady stances of Hung Quan Kung Fu, waiting for the right moment to strike head-on.
There was a lot to learn, but even with the world at stake and this moody hothead on his tail, Aang had fun doing it. Who could forget the adventures penguin sledding, going through the bending bayous, and living in Ba Sing Se,
of course, Ba Sing Se, bro.
No wars ever happened.
Yet across his journey, one power eluded Aang. The Avatar state, an enhanced mode of being that came to him in moments of peril.
Sure, if Aang dies in it, the Avatar cycle ends permanently, but who cares when it gives you enough power to wipe out a whole Navy fleet?
Come on, Boomstick. The Avatar state is more than just a power amp.
Jocelyn? How long have you been standing there?
I've been here the whole time.
She's back. We haven't seen her in a bit.
Where all real Avatar talk is, through the cosmic power of the avatars before him and the ancient spirit Rava, Aang gains the knowledge and experience of all previous avatars, greatly expanding his bending options. Lava bending from Avatar Roku, sonic shouts from Avatar Yang Chen, and even more are theoretically available to him through their memory.
Yeah, there's so many different types of
I
bending.
get it.
It's ridiculous.
You can't just grind your way to controlling the Avatar state.
Right. If Aang wanted to stop Fire Lord Ozai, he needed something else.
He needed onion banana juice.
Yeah, technically, I suppose. Gross.
Specifically,
Jeez.
Aang sought the guidance of Guru Patek. Mastering his power meant clearing his chakras, emptying his mind of earthly attachments. Seems simple, but this also meant rejecting his feelings for Katara, the person he loved most.
When he had to choose between the world or the girl, Aang followed his heart, and it didn't end well.
He got better. Aang was determined to understand the world's people, even the enemy Fire Nation. Something he accomplished thanks to the redeemed Prince Zuko, the Sun Warriors.
And these two honkin' dragons! Aang was scared of firebending, but it's totally awesome. It's not just about burning and blowing shit up.
It's not,
okay,
no.
Well, it is, but there's so much more to it.
Formed from the explosive movements of Shaolin Kung Fu, firebending controls all manner of heat. And through the teachings of fire and water, he can redirect lightning bending, a burst of atmospheric discharge shot at over 200,000 miles per hour.
That was a sick
Iroh, the best uncle ever,
move, though.
used his techniques to redirect natural lightning. So, you know it's the real deal. Not crazy enough? At his peak, Aang surpassed benders who could throw buildings, melt stone, and hold up this gigantic library solo.
Yeah, that's
Whooping
some ridiculous
Ozai's butt
shit.
Should be no problem, right?
Not exactly. You see, the air nomads were pacifists who
Yep.
believed in the value of life above all. Being the last airbender, Aang didn't think his people were truly gone unless he went back on their teachings, meaning he really didn't want to kill Ozai.
So,
No,
what,
yeah.
he's just a coward now? Mr. Firelord.
It's not the. I wouldn't say he's a coward. He knew he had to do it, but he wanted to find a different way. Because to him, like breaking the airbending code, right, the pacifist nature, would sort of essentially mean that his people would be fully dead, right? Because that would make him no longer an air nomad because he's no longer subscribing to their obviously beliefs. He didn't want that, so that's why he went through that whole arc where he was like struggling to find a solution, even though like I feel like every avatar was just saying, "Hey kid, just kill Ozai, bro. That's the easiest solution. Just kill Ozai." Don't get me wrong, Ozai was a real POS, and killing him is probably the fastest way to save the world. He found a different way, which worked. Honestly, it worked for him and his character.
About to
It
burn
didn't
down
betray
the
anything.
entire Earth Kingdom.
Not at all. Are you even listening? Aang was simply at odds with what he wanted and what the world expected, so he needed to make a choice.
Right. In his greatest challenge yet, Aang discovered his true self, making his spirit unbendable and finally mastering the Avatar state.
Making him as strong as avatars who could cause hurricanes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions.
Or
Some
in
crazy
Avatar
shit.
Kyoshi's case, a new island. As in, she broke off nearly 30 square miles of a peninsula to form a new landmass. But to defeat Ozai, Aang needed one final element, something few avatars had bent before: energy bending.
Not the easiest thing to do, but Aang totally overwhelmed Ozai.
That's sick, though.
severing the tyrant's connection to fire and stopping his invasion, all while keeping his no-kill run intact. The ultimate FU to this warlord's ideology.
Now that the Fire Nation had cooled off, Aang led a new era of peace with the United Republic of Nations, a place where all people could prosper and where a new generation and a new avatar would take the reins.
He even got hitched with Katara.
He got what he wanted, though.
Shippers.
I will end you.
For all his doubts, Aang fulfilled the Avatar's destiny and then some, and he did it in a way that was true to who he was.
Because before being the Avatar, or even an airbender, the greatest thing he could ever be was himself. All in a day's work for a free, fun-loving kid.
He was pretty goofy. He was pretty goofy,
The battle
but
is coming up
that's
thanks
just
to this
Aang.
episode's sponsor, DraftKings Casino.
Big
All right,
news
let's
from
head
the
on to
casino.
Traveler.
Lightning
Hold
Link is
up.
available online for the first time ever.
Right here.
Land governed by godly archons that drew the eye of someone beyond the stars. Ether.
aka the Traveler, who escaped his dying world with his sister Lumine in search of the flowers that bloomed on their lost home, only to crash land, awaken to an apocalypse, and get cubed by this jerk.
Separated from his sister, Ether awoke, again, in a new, less apocalyptic age, and fished up his own pathetic pet pixie, Paimon.
Yeah, she
God.
looks for good emergency food. With his new guide, Traveler to the windy country of Mondstadt to find his link to the past, but got a Breath of the Wild glider instead.
And his first element, Anemo, letting him make air slashes, tornadoes, and of course,
Windblade! But
Windblade
guess
is the
what?
sickest
Traveler
ability
wasn't
for
the only
wind,
one
though,
with a power
so.
like this. Zavat was full of blessed people wielding these relic things called visions.
vision bearers can imbue their weapons and bodies with elemental power, summon items, and use a special, well, vision to perceive the elements around them.
Normally, they're limited to a single element, but Traveler is just built different. Through Paimon's guidance, he began collecting elements from mysterious statues across Teyvat. No vision relic needed for him.
Each nation had a new culture, a new element, a new crisis.
And new character banners. When asked to play a sleuth
Of
for
course.
a murder case in Liyue,
New
Traveler
character
wasn't
banners, man.
interested. A corpse couldn't tell him where his sis was, but he was roped in anyway and got the Geo ability to form rock constructs and eruptions of Earth.
When Ether ventured to Inazuma, he didn't care about its war with the Vision Bearers and their Archon either, until he saw the suffering caused by its tyrannical rule, and joined the resistance with Electro abilities, fighting the powers that be using electric buzzsaws, thunderblades, and lightning.
He even learned to dodge lightning. Other
he's
Electro
pretty
users
broken,
like
dude.
my wife Lisa can conjure storms. No shock when my adopted daughter Klee made
Like, he already has way more abilities than than Aang does. He can manipulate lightning, earth, various other elements that don't exist in Avatar, which is ridiculous. What was that about Klee being your daughter,
explosions
bro?
that raised
God damn.
mountains. Traveler
What?
met all kinds of people
What?
like this. You know the type. Twinks.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Teyvat has its own laws, Boomstick. Many twinks being one of them.
Oh,
Maybe
God.
2 or 3 of them, actually.
Ring
To each their own, though.
Shut up, Wiz. This guy's been
If he likes
playing
twinks, he
Genshin
likes
since
twinks.
launch.
I know
I like muscle
everything there is
mommies,
to
so I
know
guess
about
we're
the Genshin
similar in
meta.
that sense.
Either can mix elements for different reactions. Basically, big elemental combinations. Geo crystallizes materials into special barriers. Electro mixed with water stuns foes. Anemo spreads elements around in swirls of destruction. Boom, 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 boom.
Fire hurricane.
Like how I
Sick.
combine beer and gunpowder.
Exactly, Boomstick. Using Dendro, Traveler can form plant life that, when mixed with water and lightning, makes homing beams. Yeah, run from that. With enough clever thinking and artifact farming, you can combine anything in Genshin.
Okay, we get it. Go lose another 50-50, you whale.
I'll show you a way to drop one of your
Damn, you got called out, bro.
In Subaru, Traveler later beats
I'm a
Scaramouche,
free-to-play
an edgy
type of
cat
dude.
boy
I don't
with
spend
multiple
money on these
elements at
games.
his fingertips, all in a time loop that got repeated 168 times.
Speaking of time, Ether had control of more than just his own.
Mm-hmm. Wait, he can control
Teyvat's
time?
fate fundamentally changed
Yeah, I don't see
the way
Aang
small
winning
and
this, bro.
grand,
What?
All through his unending willpower.
Because the Traveler was a descender, someone unbound by the land's destiny. Even this big tree that records all of the world's events had no idea he existed.
Like when he helped defy the judgment of a biblical flood in Fontaine, where he mastered Hydro for his best Cuphead impression with water bullets.
Heck, a dinosaur chose not to blow up the world just because Paimon and Traveler befriended it. If that wasn't cool enough, Traveler can, unrelated, turn into a dinosaur.
Wait,
Hell
what?
Yeah. Yo, look at him. Wonder if I could get a dinosaur on my Genshin team.
That is
Through these
insane. What is
really
this?
interesting Pokemon,
How many
Ether can
abilities
fly,
does this boy
dig
have?
through the
What?
earth, or charge foes like a Jurassic bull. He traveled across the land, searching far and wide, and finally stopped swinging that one-star dull blade.
Instead, picking up the prototype Rancor, which he wields like a beast thanks to the Swordmaster Skirk, and several straight days of training. What a grind set! Still, Traveler's Sis kept eluding him, choosing to hang in the shadows with these Gluminati folk.
A group from Conria, the nation cursed by the gods for messing with the Abyss. Unbeknownst to Ether, his sister had already traveled to Vat in a journey that mirrored his own.
And at the end, she found... Well, we don't really know. Not yet, at least. But whatever it is got her to side with the creepy villains. Lot twist!
Eventually, Ether reached the nation of Natlan to fight in its never-ending war with the Abyss. He gained the Pyro element, learning to launch fireballs and explosions combined of flame with lightning.
He didn't just dabble in fancy pyrotechnics. By connecting with the people there, Traveler achieved Night Soul's Blessing, a power-up state fueled by primordial element juice, strong enough to make a blade of fire hundreds of feet long.
That's
Hell
sick.
Yeah, that's strong enough to take down the heart of the abyss, which is on the level of 5-star waifus like Mawika and the Raiden Shogun.
An Archon who, in ages past, sliced Yashiori Island in two.
That's
Damn.
cool, but how about
She
when
cut an
this
island in
fancy
half?
guy threw
That's
a whole
broken?
ass
What?
mountain? According to Paimon, Traveler can level a mountain himself.
Additionally,
All right,
Aether
that's
learned
a
how to use light energy
cool
to
lore.
form a Kuvaki shield, something he used to protect the people of Nodcry by blocking a cannon blast with enough energy to obliterate a town.
This was no ordinary cannon either. It also uses Kavaki energy, so that's a beam of light.
Through all his adventures, Aether had come to genuinely care for Tevat's people. Maybe one day he will reunite with his sister, but for now, he's fighting for a whole new world. His new home.
Ooh, you need a higher adventure rank for that.
Hey,
Don't you worry, gang.
sick.
I
I
dumped
like that.
all my
Kinda cute.
savings into primo gems for this. We can't miss when those ice guys trying to kill the Traveler inevitably warm up to him. Still got it.
Ah.
Good
that's
joke,
why
brother.
you're broke
Good
as
joke.
shit.
To
I like that.
Aether, the journey has meaning. The birds of Tevat, the songs of its people, they are all part of it. Even if he's against the abyss itself, a new dawn is somewhere just beyond the stars, and a field of flowers Lumine too loved.
That's kind of
The
adorable.
battle's about to start, and if you like death battle music, some of your favorite battle tracks are coming to a collectible vinyl album.
This
Oh,
album
shit.
features 10 tracks from our independent era, created by our awesome composers Brandon Yates and Darewolf Media.
Oh,
Like
Brandon
Desert
Yates
Blue
creates
from
their
Ruby
stuff?
vs.
That's pretty
Micah.
sick.
Or Requiem for a Thief from Joker vs. Giorno.
God, that one. This one's good, bro. Oh god. I kind of want this shit. This is good.
Ooh, can't forget
Alright,
Game
alright.
Over from Bel-
Yeah,
Archivist and
pre-order it.
Conqueror members get
Go,
a
link to their link to the
That's
channel will be
deathbattle.gg,
in my
the
description. So if you guys
home
want
of
to buy it or something, you guys can head over to the original video and just cop that. It's really good. Sounds good too. Oh shit, we're already starting the fight. Dark element. Just became a little bull thing. Alright, I like it. This is a really cute fight, honestly. Alright, lightning fast. Flame sword. You blocked it with a water bending move. Wind bending, or is that energy bending? Can't tell. Ooh.
What's going on? Paimon goes treasure hunting for 2 minutes now. Everything is going kaboom.
Oh look, it's our big bison, brody. Up. Up, up. Oh, now we're fighting in the sky, alright.
Cool glider. Can it do this?
Not gonna lie, I really do like the Eastern instrumentals to this. It's really beautiful. I like it. It really does fit the theme of because both of these stories are very Eastern, like Asian centric. It fits the theme. Very pretty. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Damn, he smacked him in the head. What? Water bullet. Water bomb. He froze it with air. That's cool. Alright.
Come on, traveler. Get up. Never, ever, ever stop moving forward. Remember.
Alright, we're just gonna give him the power of friendship buff. Alright. Okay, I see. There's so many different elements at once. Flame kick. Blocked with the earth bending. Ooh, Avatar State Aang. If he dies in this state, like, bye-bye the Avatar, so...
For those who came before, and those who will follow. I am Avatar Aang, the Last Airbender.
Controlling all the elements? All four, specifically.
Take this!
Okay, I guess he couldn't bend the lightning while in that state. Makes sense.
Through the heights and shallows. Through infinite dusks and dawns.
You're gonna get cut in half by a blade? Okay, I see. Bye-bye, Aang. That's one way of ending it.
Way to go, Traveler! But does this mean no treasure?
I can see why you see her as food, dog, honestly.
The dailies are done. What a miss.
This was an interesting pairing, so let's break this down by power, experience, speed, and
Yeah, let's see what they say,
elements.
honestly.
First up, power. Aang and Traveler could both change the terrain of entire cities.
Yeah, well, first off, they did mention something about Traveler having access to time manipulation. That alone makes him, like, stronger than Aang. Just
we're
gonna
way
put that out
stronger than
there.
Characters that can break mountains, but at their peak, they're both tearing up islands.
Yep.
Aang's Avatar state made him on par with Kyoshi, who created and moved the island of Kyoshi.
Pretty much, yeah.
Night Soul's blessing let Ether contend with Archon-level foes like the Raiden Shogun, who split Yashiori Island in two.
With an attack that even Vision Bearers weaker than Traveler can block. So he's definitely on that level.
Kyoshi Island is over 6 miles wide and long. Kyoshi moved the island 17 miles offshore in 2 seconds, so we have everything we need to calculate the amount of kinetic energy this would require.
Turns out it's basically the same as cutting through Yashiori Island.
Same amount of energy?
3,000
Alright.
gigatons of TNT. So
That's
their
kinda sick.
power is tied up.
Which means comparing their experience is crucial.
Alright.
Aether's mastered more elements than Aang, but
Yep.
the Avatar state gave Aang centuries of knowledge.
With the memories and abilities of past avatars, Aang's kit was so extensive in a way Ether had no real answer for.
Not to
Well, he didn't
mention,
really
Aang's
use
training
lava
was more
bending, though.
focused. Traveler is skilled, sure, but his training was mostly just a means to finding his sister, while Aang's journey was all about mastering elements to combat other elements.
Experience narrowly goes to Aang.
Okay,
However, another
fair.
important factor to consider is speed.
In terms
Well,
of
Traveler's
ability,
much-
both could
much
roughly
faster,
match
so-
the other. If Traveler was immobilized with earthbending, he could just dig his way out as a dinosaur.
And Aang's airbending and glider meant he could easily counter Ether if he took flight.
But in terms of raw reaction speed, Traveler had it in the bag.
Yep.
Aang bending away lightning is crazy fast, but Traveler could dodge lightning much earlier in his journey, and now he can block that light speed Kuvaki laser.
While lightning can move over 200,000 miles per hour,
Mm-hmm.
a beam of light can move 186,000 miles per second.
That's crazy.
Over 3,000 times faster than Aang. Traveler takes speed by a landslide.
That I agree
So
with,
this
yes.
all came down to the elements. Who could turn the
Well,
forces of nature
okay.
against the other?
If it comes down to elements, it's obviously going to go to Traveler just by the sheer more amount of elements he can control. I think, again, I think they said something about time or something related to that. If that's the case, it makes sense why
First,
Traveler
I
won
actually
here.
thought this was Aang's dub.
Ether's elemental control is remarkable, but most of his attacks are projectiles, spires, and very specific implements that Aang has bent away in the past.
Yep.
Ether has never shown the precision or creative flexibility that we've seen with Aang's bending.
But throw in the combos of elemental reactions and the script flips. Traveler could mix not just his elements, but also Aang's in ways that Aang could not. Bending was Aang's greatest strength, but also, against Traveler, a weakness.
Because Aang usually had one or more elements around him, it gave Ether an easy access point through these combinations. When Aang used fire, Ether could use lightning to catch him in an overload. If Aang used water, Traveler's electrocharge could paralyze him, and so on.
This isn't
Yep.
just a gameplay thing. Genshin characters like the lovely Lisa canonically say this is how the elements work.
And unlike Aang, Ether has fought multiple people who can use multiple elements. The longer the fight went on, the more Ether would trip Aang up with these combinations, some of which Aang could not bend.
Aang could redirect lightning, sure, but what about electro buzzsaws, or an electrified tornado, or dendroblasts of pure plant energy?
The Kavaki shield especially gave Ether a strong defense to fall back on. Since it was made of pure light, Aang had no way to remove it outside of brute force.
Yeah, I
By
don't think he can
comparison,
bend
Aang's
light.
wind barrier wouldn't block Traveler's elements. It would actually merge with them and create more combos that would target Aang himself. Not a great situation to be in.
And since Ether's powers came from external earthly sources, like those statues, Aang could not depower him with energy bending, even if he theoretically overcame Ether's willpower.
Willpower that is strong enough to alter the fate of the entire world. Sorry,
Alright.
Aang, but elements goes to the Traveler.
Makes
Cinching
sense.
his victory. Either way you cut it, he was in his
Two
element.
versus
The
like
winner
2
is
out of
the
3,
Traveler,
2
Ether.
versus 3, like
Okay,
You know.
I'm ready for my cameo. Oh. Oh.
for a robot.
Next time
You got late.
on
All right, who's
Death
next?
Battle.
Who's next? What do we have? Is that Bionicle versus Ninjago? What? What?
Subscribe and join as a member to
Kai
see more
versus
Death
Toa
Battle.
Tahu.
Thanks
Oh
for-
my god, bro. That's bringing me back to when I was a kid, bro. I loved Bionicle, man. I loved collecting the original ones, and the newer ones with, like, I think had animal related powers. I don't remember. Those were also cool too. Ninjago was one of my favorite series growing up too. So this is gonna be an interesting fight. Let me know down below who you guys think will win that fight. Also let me know if you guys are excited for that fight. And if you guys have a specific fight you want me to react to, like an older one, let me know down below too. I'll put that on the list and add it to the reactions. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Traveler seems to be hella broken, and yeah, adios.